Hi guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome back to Meeple Village. Today we are doing a full run through of World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. And this is because one of my viewers asked if I owned any pandemic games, if I could do a run through so that he could see what's the hype with all of these pandemic games coming out. There are a lot of pandemic games. This is not exactly a pandemic game, but it uses the pandemic system. Kind of like the new Star Wars game that's out there also uses the pandemic system, but it's not really a pandemic because pandemic has this has a different theme. This is set in the World of Warcraft and has battles. You're going to be battling obviously the Lich King and the minions of the Lich King. But join me at the table and let's play. Alright guys, I got the game here. It's not completely set up. There are a lot of steps to set up the game. You can do it pretty quickly once you know what the steps are, but for those of you who are new to Pandemic or even to World of Warcraft Pandemic, let's go over those together and let's finish setting up the game. The manual goes step by step telling you what to do. Number one, place the board game components, place the board in the center of the table, and all of the miniatures that we're going to use, I have them to the side. Now we place markers on the tracks, and I've already done these two things, so number 2 is finished. And then we place the big tower in the middle, the citadel I guess is what it's called. I've done that too. Number 4, place the Iceground Citadel quest face down. I've done that as well. And then we set up the rewards, randomly place 1 reward card face down on each of the 3 quest sheets. I haven't done that yet. We return and use 1 to the box. Let's randomize those and set them up. Alright, so we have a deck of reward cards. You see that there's, plenty of them. There's only 3 quests in the game. There's going to be 3 quests every time, no matter the player count. Today, by the way, we're playing with 2 players. There is a solo version of it, but when I started reading about it, it required you to control 3 heroes. And I'm like, it's just easier to play with 2 heroes and pretend I'm playing with someone else. But also because I wanted to just play with the basic rules of the game. There are advanced rules, we're not going to put those into play. We're trying to just teach you what the feeling of WoW Pandemic is all about. So I put the 3 quests from the deck, so this one is just going back to the box. Let's see step number 6. So during step number 6, what we're going to do is we're going to randomly place a quest on each of the 3 spaces. If you're playing your first game, there are some recommended, but we're just going to randomly do it. Also, we need to put a quest token or a progress token on each one, and then place the quest token, which is this one with the exclamation mark, on the location where you can complete that quest. So you saw that there are 3 spaces on the board for quests, each in different color, which correspond to regions on the board game itself. And I have them here ready to go. So for example, there are, by the way, 3. So you always get well, not always, but there's a chance you'll get a different combination every game. And we flip this one face up, and we're going to be playing a quest in the Nexus. So, and I know because the card says the Nexus, so I put the token here at the Nexus to indicate that that's where I need to go in order to quest. The rest go back in the box, and we also put a progress marker on the first space of the quest track. In order to complete this quest, I'm going to have to, well, do a bunch of questing. But you'll see that when we start playing the game. Alright, as far as yellow, and I do believe that the Nexus is the recommended quest for your introductory game, like if you've never played this game before, so we just happened to get that. This one is not. This is Argent Tournament. So I'm going to place it here, and we find the location, which is there, and we also put a progress token on the first space. All right, and then for our purple, shuffle, and let's use this one. This is also not the recommended first one. Wyrmist Temple, it's right here. Progress token, so our quests are ready to go. We can move on to the next step. And the next step is spawning enemies. If you're familiar with Pandemic, you know that we start the game already surrounded by enemies everywhere. So, and this is the longest. Look how many steps are on number 7. But if you follow it in order, it gets less complicated. So we're going to first draw one Scourge card and place 3 goals on the matching space and place the Lich King on the Lich King space matching the card's colors. So let's do that and come back to the next step. Alright, so for that we need the Scourge deck, which is up here. I will tell you, the board is big. I wish it wasn't this big because I just feel like it's hard to get to everything. I'm guessing if you play with more players, they can help you out. But when I'm alone here trying to reach, and then there's a big tower in the middle too. But okay, so the Lich King is going to the red, what do you call it, region. So here he is, and he has spots where he would go. He's not really on the map per se. He is on the side affecting the red region. So whenever we are in the red region, he's going to have an effect. And also we draw Onslaught Harbor, so we need to place 3 goals there. So here it is. And then we discard this one and we can move on to the next step. Alright, so we finish the first one, so then we draw 1 more and place 3 goals on the matching space. So for our next space we get Utgard Keep. And I like that the little card lets you know kind of where Utgard Keep is. It's not that hard to find. There's not that many. I mean, there's plenty, but you know, I find that it's pretty easy to find these locations. All right, moving on. So the next step is to draw 3 more cards and place 2 goals on each of the matching spaces. So I don't forget, I'm going to grab the 3 now and just review them one at a time. So pretty much we have 2 spots on the board with 3 goals, which if you're familiar with Pandemic, you know that 3 is the max that it can hold. Now, there is a difference between regular Pandemic and this one. We don't get those horrific overruns where if you can't place a goal here, they'll spread around. We don't do that. Instead, we place an Abomination, which is, I'm not saying that that's great. It's not great. Abominations are terrible. But you know, we don't get the overrun. It's not as in the base game. So the first place where we're going to place 2 goals is the Breach. Just right here. Then we get the Wrathgate. The Wrathgate right here, and the Avalanche. And unfortunately, we're getting a lot of enemies in the area where the Lich King is located, which is not good because when we do either a fight or quest actions in a region where the Lich King is present, he adds 1 damage to to whatever damage we will get. And so, you know, it's more damage to mitigate. All right, moving on to the next step. So we did the draw 3 and place 2. Now we're going to go do draw 3 and place 1 on each matching space. I'm going to get another 3, and I think this is very similar to regular Pandemic, where you put 3 in some spaces, 2 in other spaces, 1 in other spaces, ready to cause an overrun. Alright, so first is Therm's End, right there. Next up is Gundrak, right here, and Shadow Vault, right over here. Okay, so that's done. Moving on. All right, after we've done the 3 and place 1 goal in each, we move to draw 1 more and place 1 Abomination on the matching space. And then we place the 9 cards that we face in the discard pile, which I've been doing. So the Abomination, and again, these little things are called goals. The Abomination is a lot bigger, and it's going to start on the red region because, you know, we got that lucky at Valiant's Keep. And you can see those things, how these things are a little bit more scarier than the little goals. And they will follow us around. They will move 1 each at the end of each turn, and if they're near us, they'll inflict 1 damage. But with that, we finish spawning the monsters. Let's move on to step number 10. Actually, step number 8. It seemed like it was a lot more. So I already got my heroes. I'll show them to you as I use them, and everybody gets is fully healed, and we also place them wherever they belong. Everything else gets returned to the box. Then we deal hero cards separately. We deal hero cards. We take out the Scourge Rises and the Stronghold cards, and then with 2 players, which is what I'm playing as today, we have a starting hand of 3. So my Scourge Rises and my Stronghold are over here ready to be put back into the hero deck, but we don't do that when we're giving heroes their cards. And for Varian, he gets a fight, he gets another fight, and I'm just gonna place him like that in a trowel. And for Thrall, he gets a defend, he gets a fight, and he gets another fight. So lots of fighting in the opening hands of our heroes. And you keep those face up. Even if you're playing with another real human player, you'll keep them face up because you want everybody to know what cards you have. Remember, this is a co-op game, so we're trying to help each other fight the horde that is populating the world. We're working together and we can help each other during the turns. Okay, so we did that. Now we're probably going to put these things into the hero deck, and I think that'll be about it. Let's check. So yes, now on number 10, we get to divide all the cards into even piles, and then we're going to put it we can pick a difficulty, and since I'm playing in front of the camera, I'm going to go easy. I kind of want to show you as much of the game as possible. I don't want to fail at the first 5 minutes. So we're going with introductory. We're going to make 5 piles, and we're going to put in 3 stronghold cards. We also put what do you call them? The strongholds. It says right here. We put 3 of those in the, is it rightmost? Where is it? Here it is. Shuffle 1 Scourge Rises card into each pile, then shuffle 1 Stronghold card into each of the leftmost piles. So the strongholds should come at the beginning of the game when we need them, right? We don't want them at the end of the game. So let's do all of that. So we need 5 piles. 3, 4, 5. We're supposed to keep the I guess this is the leftmost with the most cards. I'm stealing cards from the other pile. I made a mess of my piles. Alright, so now there's going to be 3 strongholds, and those will go to the leftmost piles, and there's going to be 1 of these in each pile. And now we start up backwards because these cards are going to go on the bottom. So we take these and we shuffle. And after we shuffle, we're going to place them here on the hero deck, and then we'll take the next pile, shuffle it, and put it on top of that. So I have a hero deck ready to go. Now, how do we win? Good question. So we win if we can complete all 3 quests, so the yellow, purple, and red quest, and then complete the quest that we can't touch until we first finish these quests. And we lose if the despair track ever goes to the ever gets to the last spot. So we want to prevent that. And the way that can happen is if there are monsters that we need to spawn and we don't have any more monsters, so the components are gone. That's one way. Also, if we die, there's a couple of ways, and you'll probably see those as we play. All right, and with that, we are all set up and we are ready for gameplay. So the game comes with this reference card that reminds us of our actions and also of the free actions that we can take, which are mostly, our cards will tell us that if they are free actions. So each turn we can perform 4 actions, and there's a nice list right here of the turns in the game, which I reference all the time. And in fact, because I'm playing solo, I'm going to just keep this here, and also because I'm talking to you and checking the cameras all at the same time, I'm going to keep this here so that I can kind of track where I'm at in a turn. I also have a regular D6 that's going to help me track how many actions I perform, and I find that even with the D6 I still mess up, but I'll try my best to just go slow and try to teach you the game and not mess up how many actions I have taken. But with that, we are ready, and we're gonna go left to right. So I already have designed them, and also this is gonna help me remember whose turn I'm taking, because I'm playing with both. Okay, so Varian. Varian has, first of all, some special abilities that he can use during his turn, so let me show you. The back of the card gives you a little bit of a backdrop on him, and also tells you where he starts the game and shows you his miniature in case you can't figure out who he is. And then on the front, we have a quote, "Let my enemies beware," and then his abilities on the right. Whirlwind. When you fight, you may reroll 1 die. And for the Alliance, which is a free action, move any number of goals from connected spaces to yours. Limit once per turn. And of course, you cannot cost your space to have more than 3 goals because that's the limit. And there he is, looking brave. And these are the actions that we can take during a turn. Remember, we can do up to 4. So we can move to a connected space, we can fight, roll in 2 dice, we can quest, or we can rest, which is healing. Let's go. Alright, so I know that I want to complete the yellow and purple quests first, because they're a little easier since Mr. Lich King is not there, messing up my fighting. So I'm going that way. Now he has a free action where he can pull goals to his space, but I don't even think we need to use it because I'm going that way anyways. So my first action is going to be to move, and I'm going to move here. For my second action, shall mark here, I'm going to fight because 3 goals is not a good situation for us. If we ever have to add a 4th, remember we get an abomination, which are no fun. You're going to see them act at the end of the turn. Right now I'm doing my 4 actions during my turn. So the way we fight, like we read, we roll 2. There's only 2 symbols on the dice, so really easy. There's the fight symbol, there's 3 fight symbols over there, and then which inflict damage, and then there's a shield symbol, which is defense. The way it works, each goal takes 1 damage to kill or to defeat, because they might come back. You just put them out and they will be coming back, I'm sure. Each abomination takes 3 to kill. Now they all inflict 1 damage, so whatever goal I defeat is not going to attack me back, but whatever goal is still left in my space at the end of the fight is going to hit me for 1. So let's see what I roll. Alright, I rolled 2 and a shield. Now remember, he has an ability that lets him reroll 1 die. So I think I'm going to keep my 2 attack. I'll save that one. But let's reroll that shield, see if we can get 1 more hit on them. And we can. So with that, I have defeated all 3 of them. You're off to a good start. And since there are no goals left on my space after I attacked, I will be getting no damage. So that was my second action. For my third action, let's see. Before I use my third action, I'm going to use a free action because I got a traveling card. So this is going to let me move any hero on your space up to 2 squares for free, so I don't have to use an action for this. That is the upside of the equation. The downside of the equation is that in order to do that, I have to discard my card. If we ever run out of cards, that's not a good thing. We will move the despair down for however many cards I'm supposed to draw, and I can't. So I don't want to run out of cards, but there's a bunch of cards here still. So I get to move 2 spaces, so 1, 2, I am ever closer to my quest. Now for my third action, which is the one I'm taking, I'm going to move to the quest place. And for my fourth and final action, I'm going to quest. And the way you quest is that you also roll 2 dice, and whatever we can move the quest along for as many fight symbols as you get, plus you can, any hero that's in that quest space can contribute a card to move along. And you'll understand that better in a minute. So if I was here with my friend Thrall, he can also contribute a card, but he's not here. I have fight cards in my hand, I might be able to contribute. And the good thing about contributing is that you don't lose the card like you do when you use the action on it. You just got to show that you have that symbol and you can use it to quest. But before we quest, let me show you up close what this quest is all about. Alright, so in World of Warcraft Temple, after I roll and I move along the progress track right here, after each quest action here, one hero on this space discards one card. Well, that's nasty. And not only that, but also this quest hits back. And it's going to inflict 2 damage on me. So 2 damage and discarding a card. I don't even like this quest anymore. Okay, the way the quest works though. I start here. In order to move here, I have to show that I have a travel card. That's that green card. Or I use one of my fists to move along. So if I roll 2, let's say 2 fight cards, and I have two of the punchy punch things on the die, and I have this card on me, I can first show this card and then move 2 because I rolled 2 punchy punch, or I can move 1, then show my card, then move another one. Same results. But now that I read the card, knowing that I have to discard, well, I'm kind of glad I used my travel action. I'm glad that we get to pick which card. It doesn't say randomly. It just says we have to discard 1 card. But enough said, let's roll. Now also before I roll, I need to say his whirlwind ability, it says when you fight. This is not a fight, this is a quest action. So it wouldn't work here. Alright, well we got 2 fisty things, 2 punchy and 2 shields, which is great because I won't take any damage from the quest. So first of all, all my cards are fight cards. So the first one here is a travel, so I don't have it. So I use one of the punchy punch, and I'm gonna have to use another one of the punchy punch, and I don't have any of the yellow ones, which are heals. So that's it, that's all I can move. Plus I have to discard a card, and I take 2 damage. However, I did get 2 shields, so it's reduced to 0. And that was my 4th action, so we're done with the first phase of the turn. So we move down to draw 2 hero cards. Okay, we draw them together and then we look at them. If it's a stronghold or a scourge crisis, we need to resolve them immediately. And I did get a stronghold. I also got a travel card, which I wish I had before. Well, actually I did have it and then I discarded it, didn't I? All right, let's take a look at this stronghold because this is kind of important. So it says play immediately. Place 1 stronghold on any space without a quest or stronghold. What does that even mean? Well, what it means is that we get to place one of these little cool pieces. And what a stronghold does is it's a place where we can travel to without having to walk there. So we can kind of fly during our move action, instead of just moving one space through the lines. We can decide to just jump to wherever a stronghold is. So obviously I want to put it near a quest token, but it cannot be at a quest location. So with that in mind, I want to put it, actually I want to put it here. And the reason why I'm putting it there is because this is just 1 space away from my quest right now, but it's also just 1 away from the Citadel, which I might need to use later when I'm at the end of the game and I need to return to the Citadel to complete the final quest. So there it is. And I've drawn my 2 hero cards. So now, fun times, we get to spawn more ghouls. So the way we do that is we look at the Scourge track and there's a little number underneath it. Right now, because we just started the game, we only are drawing 2 cards. But later in the game, we can be drawing up to 5. And for each of those cards, we get to put 1 ghoul wherever the card says. So our first one is going to be on River's Heart, which is here. And our second one, it's going to be on Wormist Temple, which is our quest place, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Very nice. So we've spawned, and now we're going to activate abominations. And like I said, they move and they fight. And unfortunately, this one started right next to me. There's nothing I can do about that. They will move 1 space and they will attack. And this guy is attacking me for 1, but because the Lich King is, actually no, it does not affect, the Lich King is not affected by that. It's only when I fight or when I quest that the Lich can take effect. So he's inflicting 1 damage on me. Now remember that health tracker, it's going down. Or I could use my defend card if I wanted to. That would prevent 2 damage, but I'm okay taking a little bit of damage if I'm facing 2 damage, then I'll spend this one. Okay, and once the abominations are have activated, we are done with Varian, and we can move to Thrall. You just saw a whole turn of World of Warcraft Pandemic. Let's move on to Thrall. Let me show you what he's all about. Okay, so here's his quote. I live and die for the Horde. So he is definitely, he's the war chief of the Horde actually. And then for his actions, he has Chain Lightning. Choose 3 connected spaces, including yours. For each, roll 1 die and remove 1 goal per fight from that space. And only do it once per turn, and then I am the war chief. When a hero in your region quests, you can contribute 1 card, even if you're not on the quest space. And I mentioned before that if my friend was here with me, he could contribute a card. But Thrall acts a little bit different. All he has to do is be in the same region. So I kind of want to put him in the purple region if I can, which now that I think about it, I should have put the teleporter, the stronghold, like over here or over here, so Thrall can get here, but I didn't, and I'm not going to take it back. But for your games, maybe think that through a bit. Now, I can move out of the space without being harmed, and I think I want to. I want to run away from this abomination. I also kind of want to use my power if I can. So, let us see. I can also try and get the yellow. I think I'm going to do that. I think for my first action, I'm going to take a move action and fly to the stronghold. For my second action, I'm going to use my Chain Lightning, which is going to let me get rid of ghouls here. So I have to pick 3 spaces that are connected, so including mine. So this is mine, this is connected, and that's connected. So 1, 2, 3. We'll start with my space. Let's see. I get rid of nothing in my space. Let us go to the big nasty space, because I cannot get another failure, can I? 2 in a row? No, I get rid of 1 goal there. Okay. And now for the last place. And I get rid of another one there. Okay. For my third action, I'm going to move to Questland, Urgent Tournament. Now, over here in Urgent Tournament, the quest is going to hit us back 2 at the end of our quest action. And when you quest here, you contribute 1 fewer cards. And since I can only contribute 1 card, I'm contributing no cards to this quest. I might want to get them together at some point so that they help each other. But I kind of also wanted to make sure that there are no 3 ghouls anywhere on the board, because I'm afraid of those overruns. But for my last action, I'm going to quest. Might as well since I'm here. And nice, I got a result of 4. Remember, I cannot contribute any cards, so I'm just going straight 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. But now the quest hits me. I have a defend card, which now is the right time to use it. I showed it to you before. Prevent 2 damage to any hero on your space. How about I do that and I take no damage, because I'm already hurt 1. So that was my 4th action. So now we're going to draw 2 hero cards, and I get 2 defense. So good. No special, no sport rises. We're all good. And I gotta point out, there is a hand limit of 7. It actually tells you down here, which is great that they give you that reminder right there on the board. If you ever have more than 7 cards, well, you need to get rid of some. So, all right, so that's that for drawing cards. Then we spawn, and we're gonna get 2 cards because our Scorch level is still in the spot with 2. So first it is, what is it called? Vengeance Landing. Oh, nice name. Okay, and just like down. Urgent Tournament. That's our quest space, isn't it? All right, so that's that. And then we activate abominations, and the way they will activate is they're gonna move 1 space towards the closest hero. So this hero is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. This hero is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So they're the same distance. So which way should I send it? I'm gonna send it over here, I guess. Actually, yeah, sure, we'll send it over here. Okay, and we've done all of that, so we go back to Varian. So first I'm gonna use my free action of sucking everybody. And then for my first action, I'm going to fight. That way they're not in the red region anymore, they're in the purple region. So when I do my fight action, Lich King doesn't add any more damage. And I did it. I got 3 fight. I don't even have to re-roll, so I do not get hurt. So that was my first action. Now before I turn to my second action, I'm going to use a free travel action. You've seen it before, but let me show you once again. With this one I get to move 2 spaces, and this is for free. I do have to discard it, but I'm moving up. 1, 2. Now I can't suck up all the enemies again. I can only do that once per turn, so I need to, if I want to fight them, I have to just fight them. But what I'm doing for my second action is I'm going to move here with my friend. Because for this quest, we are contributing 1 fewer card. So we're both contributing cards. It ups the chances of us completing the quest. Sometimes I spread them out. Like last time I played, I spread them out and it worked out perfect. But I feel like today, for some reason, these quests are a little harder. They're not the introductory, except for the Nexus, but the Lich King is here. So let's see if it works in my favor. So for my third action, you know it, I'm going to quest. Okay, it's 3 and 1 defense. So over here we have a travel, which nobody has, so I'll just move freely. That's this one, so that's done. And then nobody has the healing cards, so I'll just move 1, 2, and nobody can help, even though I'm over here and I try to get help. And then I'm getting 2 damage, but I have 1 shield, so it's only 1 damage. And then for my last action, I'm gonna do it again, because this time we're getting into the reds, and there's a lot of reds here. So here I go. And it's 3, but I'm going to be taking 2 damage. No bueno. I'll also say that I'm not going to be taking 3 damage because my friend can actually play defend cards if he's in the same spot as me. So he can defend me. He's got 2 of them. So I think we're gonna do that. So with 3 fists, we're gonna go 1. And then one of us, let's say Varian, is going to contribute, show that he has a red card. So that one is for free. And then we move 2 more. 1, 2. And we cannot contribute another card, only 1 card, because out of the 2 that we could contribute, we contribute 1 less. And then again, 2 damage, but Thrall is going to be a nice friend and is going to prevent 2 damage on any hero on your space. Okay, and that was my last action. We're almost done with the first quest. Remember, there's a reward underneath it, so I'm kind of eager to get to that. And our health is okay so far, so I'm not too concerned. So let's draw 2 hero cards. Let's hope that they're the ones I need to finish this quest. They're not. So there's a heal, which I'm glad. But then there's also the Scourge Rises, which it's the devil card in Pandemic. And just like in the regular Pandemic, it tells you exactly the steps to follow in order to resolve it. So let's check it out. Okay, the first thing we need to do is advance the Scourge marker. But even though we are advancing it, luckily, we're still going to be drawing 2 cards when we spawn monsters or ghouls at the end of the turn. But if we raise it up again, if it raises again, then we're going to be drawing 3. And it can go all the way to 5. How fun. We move on to step number 2, draw the bottom card of the Scourge deck, move the Lich King, fill to 3 ghouls, spawn 1 abomination, then discard that card. So we're going to grab the bottom card of the deck, and I'm really hoping it's not yellow because I'm over here in yellow. We don't need Lich King here, but it's not, it's red. So it's actually the Nexus, which is where our quest is. But so that means the Lich King is not going to move. Then we fill it up. If there was already a ghoul here, we would only put 2 because it says fill it up to 3, not put 3. So we fill it up to 3, spawn one abomination. So that's 2 out of the 3 abominations in the game. We better get rid of some, because if there's ever no components, remember, we go down on the despair track. And then discard this card. Okay. And then number 3, shuffle the discard pile, then place it face down on top of the deck. And if you're familiar with Pandemic, you know that that's the most annoying part of the game, because all those cards that already have spawn monsters out here are going to do it again, which is when trouble begins. Because if you have not cleared the ghouls, well, the same locations, we're going to be drawing the same locations. We're not going to be seeing any new locations, because we're putting all of these on top of the deck. So, and we're going to be doing that even now at the end of the turn. So that's that. And we're done with drawing hero cards. We got a heal, we got problems. Now we go to spawn ghouls from our newly shuffled discard pile. And we're going to be putting one on Gundark, which luckily only has 1. And we're going to be putting one on Utgard Keep, which is right here where I've already cleared them. So this time, no biggies. And then we're going to activate abominations, which are going to follow us. Now we're together, so they're going to just move 1. They can't reach us yet, but you'll be surprised. They will reach us. All right, and we are done. So we go back to Thrall. I want to complete this quest. We're almost there. I also want to use my ability, but let's do the questing first, because this ghoul doesn't interfere with our quests. We can still quest away. Alright, we got 2. So the next one we need is a defend. Thrall can show that he has a defend, so it is free. And then the other 2, we can just move with our fist. We've completed the first quest. When we do, we just take everything out, which is great because of an action that I'm going to take later. I'll let you know in a minute. Then after we remove the progress token, the quest card, and the location marker, we can get our reward. And we find Alex Straza's Cleansing. And this reward with the big dragon says anytime return a discarded Scourge card to the box. Remove all ghouls from that space. So Thrall's going to hold on to that. I'm guessing what that means is if we ever have a place that is going to get overrun, since we can do this every time, like let's say we have to spawn here at the Nexus again, which we won't because we just drew the Nexus, but let's say before I resolve it, because this I can do anytime, I can say, wait, I'm going to remove all the ghouls. Although, not sure if that's how it would work, because you cannot interrupt an action with another action. So if I'm in the middle of resolving a card, I can't use this. That's the only time you can't. But we might want to clear the Nexus if we're going over there. We might use it eventually. It's not the best reward cards. I've seen better. Like there's one that gives you 3 extra actions. I was hoping for something like that. And there's one that lets you skip the whole spawning and abomination turn. But that's what we got. Now, like I said, the good thing about removing the token is that right now that space, it used to be a quest space. And you cannot rest or heal at a quest space. You can heal with cards. That's the only way that you can heal at a quest space. But when you're just resting to heal, you cannot do it in a quest space. So now that that quest token is gone, I can heal there if I want to. And I might want to. So that was my first action. For my second action, I'm going to use my Chain Lightning and try to remove some of these ghouls that are surrounding us. So let's see. First, for the one in my space, I do. Then we'll do the one with the Stronghold. And we do remove one. And then we're going to try and remove some from the breach. And we remove one. So nice cleanup over there. And it's always good to do a little bit of cleanup, I think, because before you know it, you can be overrun. Especially after a Scorch Rises event. All right, so that was my second action. I'm only hurt, oh, by the way, I was supposed to take 2 damage from the quest, because even though I completed it, it still affects me. So I'm going to discard another defend card. Don't forget, I know that I did complete it, but it still hits me back before I can put it away. So I forgot about that, but my defend card will take care of that. And I'm drawing 2 new cards, so I want to make room for them. And also, this reward counts as my 7 card limit. So right now I have 3 cards in my hand. So important to remember that as well. Okay, for my third action then, I know I want to get down here to purple region. I don't have any travel actions. He doesn't have any travel actions. So I guess we just move the old-fashioned way. I don't like that this red region is full of monsters. And I also would like to get rid of some abominations, but I'm waiting for them to get out of the red with the Lich King, so I will take less damage when I attack them. So I guess we're going to move. So we're going to move down 1. And for my fourth action, do I want to attack that minion, or do I want to keep moving? I think I'm going to keep moving, because I can attack that minion next turn, if anything. And it's only 1, I'm not too concerned. If there were more, I would probably attack. Okay, so that was my 4 actions. Next up, we draw 2 hero cards. And we're supposed to draw them together, sorry about that. So defend and travel, nothing major. Just keep them there. But I like the variety, because variety helps you with quests. And I am about to go questing. And after that, we're going to spawn. And our first one is going to be at the breach, which didn't I just clear that? Oh no, I just put 1. What happened? Oh, I was about to fight there, but then I didn't. Okay, and Onslaught Harbor has 3, which worries me a little tiny bit. Okay, and then activate abominations. They are coming. Wait, let's check which one. This one is 1, 2, 3 away. 1, 2, 3 away. Okay, so there are 3 away, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one definitely goes north, but him, I have a choice. I think I'm going to have him go this way, kind of spread them out, 1 for each hero. Okay, so we've done all that, so now we can go back to Varian, and Varian can have a turn. No more questing here. I can suck some goals. Do I want to? I don't have a travel. I think I'm going to follow my friend. So first action, I'm going to move. For my second action, I'm going to fight. And I have a fight card. I haven't used them because I've been rolling like a champ, which doesn't always happen, by the way. But a fight card increases my punches. So even if I don't roll, I can add +1 punch to my results. But then of course I have to discard it. And fight cards come in a couple of varieties. I think it's 1 and either I want 1 punch or even 2 punches, or there might even be more, don't remember. All the ones I have are 1 punches, add 1 punch to any fight. But let's, for our second action, like I said, let's fight. And they're both dead. So again, I didn't need to re-roll, rolling like a champ here. For my third action, I will move. And then for my fourth action, I'm going to move. And now that I'm here, I can quest, and actually, as long as I move Thrall to the purple region, he can contribute cards as if he was here. So I might want to put him in cleanup duty, at least in the purple region. That might be a good idea, so that, because in any case, it's kind of like he's here with me. But if I put him at the temple, we can both quest, and it'll probably go quicker. We'll see. This quest though it's so terrible because it keeps discarding your cards. But even if I get to discard my cards and I have no cards, Thrall, who's not going to be in the quest, can still assist me with those. But he has more cards than me. We'll see. All right, so I'm done with all my actions. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Heal and fight. So exactly the 2 that I had. It's also an only 1 fight thing. All right, spawn. At Regent Tournament, which was our quest site. And at the Nexus. Ooh, so our first overrun of the game. So that means we get to put our last abomination here instead. So we never put more than 3 goals in a space. We just have another abomination to worry about, and it's the last abomination on the map, which means that if I ever have to spawn another abomination, I'm in trouble and I'll have to move the despair trap. We haven't moved it yet, so I'm not too worried. Remember, if it comes down here, we lose. If there are no components, I have to move it. If one of our heroes is defeated and loses all health, we move it twice, not just once. And then if we run out of cards, we move it down for as many cards as we didn't get to draw. But I don't think that's going to happen yet. Okay, so we spawn, and now our new abomination and all the others are going to move. So this one almost got to us. And that's Lich King, don't move him. And then this one's going to move here, and this one's going to get out of the hole that it's in over there, trapped in that place that only has one way to go. All right, we did all of that, so it's Thrall's turn. And I think I'm going to kill me an abomination because I want to make sure that we have components left. So for my first action, I'm going to move. Now, of course, I'm only rolling 2 dice. The chances of me rolling enough, I might do it, but if not, I have fight cards, so that's what I'm counting on. So for my second action, and he is on the green, so he is going to hit me back too, because remember, if I don't kill him, the Lich King helps and adds 1 damage. But I'm thinking I can kill him. Okay, so I got 2, and I'll just discard a fight card to make it 3. So abomination gone. Now I feel a little bit better. Now I want to make sure I come back to I'm at purple, so that this whole plan of ours can help. Now looking around at purple, there's not much to do. So for my third action, I'm going to move here. Oops. And for my fourth action, I think I'm gonna quest and help out a bit, and then maybe next turn I'll go on cleanup duty. So let's go ahead and quest. All right, so I get 2 in this area. Remember, I have to discard a card after I'm done. So since Varian is here, he's showing a quest card, so that one's free. I don't have any heal, a heal card, which is the yellow one. I don't have any heals, so I'm gonna use one of the fight dice. I don't have any heals, so I'm gonna use the other fight dice, and then I have a fight, so I can move. So we did pretty good. One roll. Now I have 1 defense. I still have to discard a card, so I'll discard my travel card. Although I'm planning on traveling, and that's a big one. Move any hero up to 4 spaces. Fine, I'll discard my fight card, keep my travel so that I can get to those remote areas, and I take 1 damage. All right, that was my 4 actions. Draw 2 more. We get 2 fights. So I guess I'm glad I got rid of the fight card because I just got 2 new ones. Okay, and I think let's see. I know the Nexus just came out, so I think I'm gonna use my card because I can get rid of these things. All right, I'm thinking of using my card, return a discarded Scorch card to the box, don't see it anymore, and remove all the ghouls from that space. And the reason why I would want to do that is so that no more ghouls spawn there, so you would think, oh, the quest space. But this place is so far, so remote, that if I ever have to place an abomination like this guy that just spawned from there, I don't mind, it's so far away. This one is a little bit more central, so I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to search and discard on the harbor, which is here. It's going to be, so I know the harbor will never have any monsters ever again. Well, it might have an abomination as it walks by, but it's this card, I'm not going to draw it ever again. And then I discard this one, which is a reward card, so I'm just going to put it out of the game. This one also gets out of the game, so let's do it. And I can do that at any time, so I can do it during my turn, or I can do it during my friend's turn. I just did it at the end of my turn. All right, I'm also making some room so that I can have 7 cards. I'm already at 4. All right, spawn ghouls. Balance keep. This red region is really getting dangerous. And another one, River's Heart. Okay, very well. And then the abominations ever moving closer to us. We're both together, so this one's coming and this one's coming. We got rid of the other one, so that's it. Okay, Varian. Can we finish quest number 2? I hope so. Here's my hope. I hope that we can finish this one and that the Lich King will move to either the purple or yellow location or greenish location, whatever color you want to call it, so that we can go finish the one at the Nexus without him being there. But, you know, wishful thinking here. So, should we quest or should we fight the monster? Let's quest first, see how much we can advance. 2, alright. So, let's see. The first one is a fight. I have a fight, so I'll show that. The second one is a defense, so I will show that. And then 2 from the dice. Then it's hitting me 1 because I have a shield. And then I have to discard 1, so I'm going to discard a fight. Okay, and that was all my first action. For my second action, do I want to heal already? I might as well, although I don't want to run out of cards. But sure, I will heal. Also to show you how it's done. So this is a free action. Any hero on your space rests and heals +1. By the way, if you heal at a stronghold, if you rest at a stronghold, you heal +1 as well. So that is a good place to rest as well. But my heal card is free, plus it heals +1, so I think it's even better. Let's see how much I get to heal. And I get to heal 2, plus the 1 here is 3, so I'm back to full health, just like that. Okay, so for my second action, I guess we should quest. I will have to discard 1 card, but we're here to finish this, right? Let's try. Alright, we get 2 Punchy Punch, and also we can both use cards. So I have a travel, so that one's free. And then I'll use 1 of the results I got. I have a fight, so it's free. And then the last one, but this time I won't forget that even though I did complete the quest, I have to get rid of 1 of my cards. And I also have to take the 2 damage. Reduced by 1 because of my shield. It's 1 damage. And second quest completed. And what is our reward? It is Onward to Victory. And anytime heroes collectively move up to 5 spaces total. I can divide that as however I want, which will probably be 3 and 2, but I could also do 4 and 1 or 5 and 0. Not sure if right now I need to do that or if I should wait. Let me see. The Nexus quest, just so that we know, is straight out 3 damage. There are no consequences like discarding cards or anything like that when you complete it. But with the Lich King there, of course, it's 4 damage. That's a lot of damage, really is. But that's really our next destination. There is nothing else other than cleanup of the ghouls on this side of the board. So I think we kind of should go over there. So with that in mind and my free card that I just got, maybe I should fight this ghoul. So this guy can move 2, and since it's his turn, and fight that ghoul, which again is going to be inflicting 2 damage instead of just 1. I wish he could suck up ghoul abominations to his space, but he can't. It's only ghouls, so he can do that. And then this guy, 1, 2, 3, is moving towards that quest, and I guess we will use the reward card to have some extra room. And because, you know, I know where I need to go, although I could leave it to move over to the main event, but I can always use my stronghold for that. So I decided to use it, and that is of course just I'm just starting my turn. So for my second action, I'm going to fight this guy. I discarded my fight card, which probably is not a good idea because now I don't know that I will be able to beat it. That is very true. He has fight cards. So with that in mind, maybe I should do it the other way around and I leave him here. It's the same thing, just reverse it, so that he can fight the abomination and I move towards the quest. So for my third action, because there's no way, I mean, there is a way, there is a side here that has two fists, but it's only one side. So what are the chances of me getting that? I don't want to know. I don't want to try it out. My third action then, I'm going to move. And I think for my fourth action, instead of moving to the quest spot, before I do my fourth action, I'm going to suck up the guys that are here. I'm going to suck up 2 and 1 from here. And for my fourth action, I'll fight them. And I guess it's the same thing, but I can try and get rid of as many as I can, and then the other one will hurt me unless I roll a shield. Let's see what I roll. I get... Okay, so I'm going to get rid of 1, and then there's 2 left, but I got 2 shields, so no damage. But all I did was get rid of 1 ghoul, but at least I moved them around, which is I think a good thing, since I know I'll be spawning in probably the same places. So I'm done with my turn. We're going to draw 2 more cards. And it's a travel and a fight. No more Scourge Rises. I'm thinking it's coming. We've already defeated all of our quests and only 1 Scourge Rises card. They're more in the deck, I assure you. You saw me put in there. Okay. So he's done the drawing cards. Now we're going to spawn. And we're still spawning in 2 places. The first one is Shadow Vault. Just here with our stronghold, and the second one is at Therm's End, which is right here next to his friend. Next up, we're going to, I forgot. Well, again, this attack that he's going to do, because he's with an abomination, is not going to be affected by the Lich King. It's only when I do a fight action that it affects me. So I do get hurt 1, though. I do have a defend, but I think I'm going to save it for when I'm questing. And then this guy, they're same distance. So I'm going to send them to my other friend so I can spread the damage a little bit. Okay. And with that, we go to Thrall, who has a job to do, killing that thing. So first action, let's fight. And that's 2, so I will have to discard a fight card, which I'll gladly do to get rid of this abomination. That was turn 1. For my turn 2, I'm going to move. And for my 3, I will move again. And I still have 1 fight card in my hand, so everybody join the party here at, where is this? At my Warsong Hole, which is my starting place, I believe. For my 4th action, yes, you know I'm going to fight that abomination. We don't need to kill the monsters, all the monsters on the board, in order to win. All we really need to do is finish the quests. But I don't want abominations coming and hurting us. So. Okay, so that's 2 plus my 1 fight card. It's what I need to get rid of this one. However, there are 2 enemies that I did not defend from, so I'm about to die. So next turn I definitely have to heal, because you fight all the enemies in the space, and I kind of overlooked that. I just really wanted to get rid of that abomination. But it is what it is. Now I draw 2 more cards, hopefully some fight cards. I got to travel and I got to heal. Okay, I'm not complaining about the heal. I kind of need that. And then I'm spawning at what is it? Wrathgate. At the Wrathgate, which is here. And 1 more at the Avalanche. Also, oh, and I just remembered. No, I did fight. So I got that. I messed up. I didn't mess up. I made a bad decision to attack here, because when I do a fight action, these guys are at +1 damage, so I'm actually dead. Yeah, I kind of overlooked that. So when you die, I guess it's good that I die because you'll know. There's a couple things that happen. So first, this heal and travel, I wouldn't have picked those up because, well, you know, this happened during my turn and I just didn't see it happening. So let's go back. So first of all, the first thing you do is you discard all of your cards. So all of these are gone. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we advance this by 2, which is not that great. And then I have to put him back where he started, which I think was here, War's on hold. So I don't think he's going to move. Yeah, so I put him back on his starting place and I reset him to full. So yeah, be careful. You don't want to attack too many monsters at once. All right, so now at the end of my turn, I would draw the 2 hero cards. So those come back to me, and then I already spawned, so I'm not going to spawn again, and then I will activate abominations, but I got rid of all of them, didn't I? Yes, I did. So we're back to our friend, the Rin, the king of Stormwind, and he's got a quest. He has a fight card now, so I think actually his fight card, finally we get a fight card that adds 2. So he's gonna use his free action to move all the enemies, like one more enemy here, because that's all he can do. And for his first action, he's gonna fight those 3 enemies. Remember, they are doing +2, so I better get rid of them. But I have a +2, so all I need is 1 result with a punch. And I actually don't even need my +2. So all of these are gone. And they don't hit me back. For my second action, I'm going to move here. For my third action, I'm going to quest. Now remember, he's in the same region as me, so he can contribute 1 card. So let's see how far we're at the beginning of the quest. So I don't know that we can get very, very far. I wish I had a defend card because I'm getting 3 damage, but I think I can take it. So let's quest. And I got 2 and 1 defense. So the first one is a green, so I will reveal a green. Then he will reveal a green, because remember, his ability is that he can help if he's in the same region. And then 2 more, and that's as far as we can go. Now we get hurt 3, but I only get hurt 2 because of my ability. Which means that for my 4th action, I need to heal. But I can't heal. Actually, before I do any 4th action, I'm going to heal using my card. Remember, I have to use my card to heal because I cannot heal in a quest space, which is where I'm at. But with the heal, the free action, any hero on your space rests and heal +1 and can be played on a quest space. So I heal 3 plus the 1 from the card is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to full health. That was great. Okay. And now I still have 1 more action, so I'm going to quest again. Might as well. And I actually should have taken 1 extra when I quested because of him. So I'm going to go down 1. Because I don't think I accounted for that. It's 3 plus the 1. It's 4 I'm taking every turn. And I have no defend cards. Ay, ay, ay. If you would only move out of the way, dude. Can I take 4 damage? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I would be down on health, but I guess we have to do it. So let's quest. Okay, well, at least I got 4, so that's really good. Let's see. We're a fight, so yes, I have a fight, and he has a heal, and then 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I take 4 damage, which I got no shields, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 2 health. And with that, now I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to draw 2 hero cards, hoping for a heal, which I don't get. What I do get is a Scourge Rises. I knew that it was coming. It had to. I mean, it's been long forthcoming. So let's get, again, the bottom card from the deck. And let's hope it's not red. It is purple. Okay, I'll take it. So this guy moves away. Thank you, Lich King. It's next from us, so we fill it up. Right here, and then 1 abomination, and it's a good thing that I have abominations left or in the pool. And then we discard the card, and then we shuffle all of these and we put them on top, and then this, we just put it out of the game. So those were my 2 cards. Then I'm going to spawn. We're still spawning 2. Actually, I should have moved this up. That was the first thing when the Scourge rises. So we're actually doing 3. So 1 in Shadow Vault, which is where our stronghold is. Then 1 in the Nexus, which is where I'm at. And 1 in the Lion's Keep, which is right here. Okay, now we're going to activate our new abomination, nice, newly placed, and it's going to move towards us. And that's it. We go back to Thrall, who hopefully can help, can help with something. I'm not too worried about the ghouls anymore. However, I will use as my first action. I'm at full health. I'm going to use my Chain Lightning to try and get rid of some of these guys, because I can get rid of 3 locations that I'm adjacent to or connected to. So 1, 2, and 3. So let's do it. Starting with the Nexus. Done. Moving on to, what is this, River's Heart? Get rid of 2, but there's only 1. Can I get a 2 for this guy? And Lion's Keep, 1. Okay. A little bit of cleanup there, and that took an action. For my second action, I guess I should go help. So I'm gonna go over there. My third action, I'm gonna quest. We're almost there, guys. Then we can go defeat the Lich King. 3, okay. Plus the help that we can get. Let's see. First, the defend. We don't have it, so I'll use one of the fists. Then travel. I have a travel action. And another travel. There's a travel. And then the 2 fists will take us all the way. However, I am taking 3 damage. I did not roll any shields. I do not have defend cards. So 1, 2, 3, I'm at 4 health. But I still have 1 more action, so maybe I'll heal. So since we've completed this is no longer a quest phase, which means that for my 4th action I could heal. And let's see what our reward is. Our last reward of the game. He gets Knights of the Ebon Blade. Anytime, deal 3 damage divided among up to 3 spaces in a single region. I wish I would have gotten this one first, because remember how that red region was like really full of baddies? Alright, do I want to clean up a region? Looks like the purple region is the... I could just get rid of the abomination. You know what? I think I might, but this Nax from us is kind of dangerous too. I think I'm going to, since I'm far away, I think I'll take care of Nax from us, and I'll take care of... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to keep the abomination around. Hopefully I'll get... this guy has 5 cards that can kill it. So if it ever comes to that. I'm trying to keep my hands low on cards. So when I draw those 2 cards, I can add them to my hand and not have to discard any. And cleanup is always a good thing. So that's what I did. But now we have other things to worry about, because we've completed our 3 quests. So the Lich King is coming. So when the Lich King comes, there's a couple of steps that you have to go through. So the first thing that happens is that this gets returned to the box, and we flip this around. The Lich King is now going to come and stand right up here. So now we have to come to the Citadel and defeat him by completing the quest. And he won't move anymore, so now he's stuck there. But his effect of when you do a fight or a quest action is in effect in the Citadel, because abominations can come into the Citadel and then you might want to fight them. Also when you quest. So it means that this quest, which is the last that we gotta do, which is flipping this face up so we can see, that is the longest quest of them all. So this quest is hitting us 2, but there's a reminder here that remember that it is +1 damage, so it's actually hitting us 3. And we've got long ways to go. So that's kind of why I built a stronghold there, so that I could really quickly travel to the Citadel instead of having to take the long way around. Okay, but all of that happened, and I still have 1 more action. which could be to move over there, or it could be to heal. I think I'm going to, I have a free heal action. What am I talking about? Let's use it. So for free, I'm going to heal. And that's 3. 1, 2, 3, putting me back. And for my last action, number 4, I will take a flight path all the way to my stronghold and be ready to start beating down that quest as soon as I can. And with that, we go to drawing 2 cards, and it's another stronghold and a fight. Okay, so I don't know that we need another stronghold, to be honest. But just in case, where should we put this? I'm thinking maybe put it really far, like over here, in case I need to come and do some cleanup in this area. That could be an idea, or maybe even here. I don't know that I'm going to be doing a lot of cleanup, but also I have to remember that if I'm there, I can heal +1, and Varian needs to heal. So thinking about that, maybe I can just put in the Nexus, heal +1, and then fly. Because I really don't see a point. I might get overrun, but I doubt it. I mean, it's always a chance. But I'm more worried about that guy. So I will do it like that. I don't know if it's the best strategy or not. So I've drawn, and now we're going to spawn. And we have River's Heart. Didn't I just put a guy there? Okay. And number 2 is Agents Tournament, which is up here. And one more is Utgard Keep, which is right there with a friend. Okay, and now we activate Abominations, and I don't know if he can go like through the Citadel. I would suppose he could. 1, 2, 3, and then this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he would want to go towards Thrall. All right, we did all of it. So now it's Varian's turn, and yes, I will heal here with the Stronghold. That will be my first action. And I get 2 plus the 1 from the Stronghold. That's a total of 3. I'm still at 5. Do I want to heal again, or do I want to start beating down on that quest? I will be taking 3 damage, and I don't have any defense, so I think I want to heal one more time. I'm going to take advantage that I'm here. And that's another 3. So now I feel better. Now I'm at full health. For my third action, I will come over here. And then as a free action, I'm going to pull one of these guys. This one just came out, so let's do this one. So I know that one's not going to come out again until we shuffle it back in. And now let's fight for my 4th action. I have a couple of fight cards. So that's 2. I'll discard the 1 fight card. So I can get rid of all of these blue guys, all of these smurfs over here. We're alone again. Okay. That's all my actions. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Defend and defend. Beautiful. I like it. Especially because I'm going to be taking on a quest that I'm going to need to be defending 3 from. So that will mitigate the damage a lot. Alright, spawning new guys. First, a Gundark. Oof, Gundark already has 3. It's a dangerous place, Gundark is. And then Thrim's End. I might be saying these things wrong. Maybe Thyrim's End? And the Avalanche over here, which I think is a place that I just cleared out. Like I pulled some guys from there. So good job, Varian. Okay. Then we activate the Abomination. So this guy is going to climb up here. And, excuse me, Mr. Lich King. And try to get to us this way. Which means that when we're here, we might want to fight him. We'll see about that. So that's it. Now, Thrall. He has a fight 1. Oof. He's going to travel for free. Move any hero on your space up to 2 spaces. He's going to move himself. And then for his first action, he's going to fight this abomination. Let's get it out of the way. Although I should probably quest first so that I can contribute my fight card. So let's be smart about this. And then I'll discard the card when I fight. So for my second action, I'm going to quest. Because he doesn't add any more damage. Alright, so I get 1. And then a shield. And she's not here with me, so I'm just moving my fight card, which is for my free one, and then another one. And then out of the 3 damage that I'm getting, I'm defending 2, so I'm only taking 1 damage. And now that, actually I can do it one more time. Let's do it one more time before I get rid of my card, although I might want to heal at some point, but... Okay, this time I got 3, but no defense, so... Good progress, slow progress, because the first one is a freebie, the fight, and they 1, 2, 3. But 3 damage that I can't do much about. So if this guy hits me, I'm almost dead. If I can't defend. But I have a 1 fight card, so let's fight him. And I got 2 plus the 1 from my fight card. I got him. Yeah, it seems to me like it's not super hard to kill things in this game. I do feel like look at my board. I do feel like it's a little bit more controlled than the regular Pandemic, or maybe I've just been lucky. I don't know. But at least I don't feel as overwhelmed. I do not like those overruns. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like those overruns just stress me out. Like boom, 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 and then you lose track. And sometimes, yeah, I don't like the overruns. Like sometimes I'll add extra ones because I've forgotten. Although there is a system you lay them down or whatever, but it's just my heart just doesn't feel right when I see the thing overrun. It's a hard game. Here, I'm not saying this is easy, but I've gotten to the last quest. If I lose now, at least I feel like, hey, I was close. In any case, enough about my opinion. Let's draw 2 hero cards. Hopefully you're making your own opinion by watching me play. And look what we get. Okay, well, let's advance. Still drawing 3. Let's get the card from the bottom. It is purple. I think last time we forgot to add 3 ghouls to the location. Because, I did. Alright, so advance the Scorch Marker, I did. Then draw the bottom card, I did. Move the Lichkin, he doesn't move anymore because he's at the Citadel now. Fill this one, so drag Tharon Keep, which is here. Fill it up with 3. Okay, and then spawn 1 Abomination, so here it comes again. I feel like this one came like really early. Hopefully we won't have another one for a while. And then discard this card, and then shuffle, take this one, shuffle it, and we're starting to get scary. We started running out of components, so I guess that's a plus. And we are maybe a quarter through the quest, but Varian is coming to help, so hopefully things will go our way. Alright, so we're gonna spawn, which is bad. There's Byron's End. I think that place is already full, is it? No, it's full now. Okay. Valiant's Keep. We're okay. No overruns. And Gundark. I spoke too soon. There's an overrun right here. Okay, so there we go. One thing that I haven't not been doing, which I should have been doing, is when we get an overrun, we move the despair track down. I don't remember how many overruns we've gotten, but I know it's been at least 1 more. So I'm just gonna, maybe we'll do. I don't know. I'll just leave it there. I want to show you guys what the game is, but don't forget, because I did. So any overrun moves the despair token on the despair track down. So maybe we would have lost. We would have lost already if I would have kept. If I would have done that right. But you're watching the last fight. Okay, so now we activate, including our brand new abomination. So we have 2 friends coming to town. Let's see, over here it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is the same thing. So we'll put it here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going, whoops, knocked down all of his friends. We are no longer friends. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm worried. We have one more abomination in the pool. Should I just focus on this quest? This girl can defend, so I kind of want her on Citadel duty. So I have a travel, so I'm going to move for free. But travel is coming up. So maybe I want to hold on to my travel. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to my travel. I'm going to travel and just pay 1. Use an action to travel. And then 2, let's quest. What did I get? 2 and a shield. So maybe I should have used my travel because I'm not gonna need travel for a while. So yeah, let's pretend I was smart and didn't. It always confuses me. I always go the wrong way on that. Like I can never follow the snake thing. So I'm still on my first action because I did do a travel action because I don't need travel for so long. So I might get another travel card, and this way I can quest more. So I do need a heal, but nobody has a heal. So that will be 1, 2. And then it's a defend, which is a blue, and he can contribute, but we need defend and he doesn't have any, so that's it. And then I'm taking 3 damage, 2 from the quest, 1 from the Lich King, but I defend 1, and I will spend a defend card to prevent the other 2 so that I stay at my maximum, and I can do it again. So number 2, I still have another defend card, which I need, but I'll use it at the end of the quest phase to defend. Okay, so 2 punchy punch and 1 shield. Let's see. The first one I need, I'm moving down, right? The first one I need is blue defend. I do have a defend, so that one is free, and he doesn't. So I'm gonna use 1, 2, and then it will be a green, but he doesn't have any green. Where are all the cards? So that's as far as we can go. And then I will take 3 damage, but I have a shield, and then I have a defend card, so I'm taking no damage. Okay, I ran out of defend cards. What am I going to do for 3? Nobody has travel, and we need 3 travels to continue on. But it is my last action. Don't need to rest. I can pull 3 guys and kill them, but is that even like a thing? I have my fight card, I might as well. So I'm going to do my free action of pulling 3 ghouls. So everybody's at the Citadel, and for my 4th action, I will fight them. I just feel like that's, more what. And look, I don't even need to use my card. So I did all my actions. Then let's draw some. Please, let's draw some green cards. Oh, look at that. Well, I only needed 1, but okay. And let's spawn 3. The avalanche. Is that a place where I just cleaned up some? I think so. The nexus right here. Don't mind that. And shadow vault, which is here with our stronghold. Okay, and then we activate our friends, the abominations, which are slowly moving towards us. Now they're all together, so now everybody wants to get over here. All right, we did all that, so can Thrall finish this off? We're not that far off, but we don't have a lot of cards. But we have travel. I have travel, so I can help. So first action, let's quest. Before I quest, let's heal. Wait, this is a quest space, so I cannot heal in a quest space. That is unfortunate. So I guess I will travel. I will move. And he's going to move to the flight path, which either way, where he moves 1 or he takes the flight path, he will end up in the same place. So, and then he's going to, I think he's going to use his ability where he kind of, wherever he's connected, he can get rid of a ghoul, then heal, then come back. Okay, so nothing on the first one, which I guess will be his. And then let's move to the tournament place. 1 there. And 1 on the avalanche. And nothing. Okay, so not a very successful. Alright, so for number 3, We will heal at a +1 because we're at a stronghold. And so that's 3 heals. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 6. And for my 4th action, I will move back so that I can contribute my 3 cards that I'm going to be having at the end of this turn. Draw 2 hero cards. It's another fight and a defend, which I appreciate the defend. I'm not going to lie. So I can defend her because I'm in the same space with her. And then spawn. We get Utgard Keep. Just here. Getting full of friends. We get Argent's Tournament. And we get the Keep that I will not even try to pronounce. Ooh, another abomination. Our last one. So, and because we're overrun, we move this down. This time I remembered. Okay, not great. Let's go. Activate abominations. These guys are up here with us and hit us, and we can choose which one is going to, which hero they're going to hit. So I'll just have them hit Varian, who has more health. Over here and over here, all of them coming. We need to finish this quest or go and attack some abominations. Okay, so Varian, you have a job to do. I think first we're going to kill that one so that we have components in case we need to do another one. And I have a +2, so I think it's a valid thing to do. Also, I've been forgetting to re-roll. Look at that, like a champ. Didn't even need to use my fight card. Abomination acquired. Now let's quest. I'm at 6, I'm good. 3, very nice, and a shield. I like it. Okay, so we're moving up. So we need to travel. So I have a travel. Then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then nobody has a heal, so that's as far as we can go. 3 damage, but I have a shield, and I will be defended by my friend. Action number 3. Do it again. This time we only get 2. We don't have a heal, so 1, 2, but I do have a fight, so another one, and he has a fight. We are 2 away. We can totally do this. We do take 3 damage, and I have no defense, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Should we do it now? I mean, we both have fight cards. I think we got it, guys. Final action on my turn. There's 3. We have done it. We've defeated the Lich King, and not all of his minions, but we don't have to defeat all of his minions in order to win. So yeah, I do think that this game is a little bit more forgiving than regular Pandemic, although I messed up the track. So I could, maybe, if you guys were counting, maybe I've lost a long time ago and I didn't notice. But you know, let's say maybe one more. I don't know. It was close. Let's just say that it was close. And I think Pandemic games are usually close. Like you feel that tension that the world is ending. There's a world pandemic, and you can't do everything that you want to do. It's hard to keep the people from getting sick and the disease spreading. But you're trying to do so many things with the little the four actions on your turn, which might seem like a lot in other games, but for this game it's not enough, right? You want more. And there's nothing that gives you extra actions. At least I haven't seen anything here. But that's the game. That's World of Warcraft Pandemic. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright guys, there you have it. That was a full run through of World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. I did make a huge mistake with not advancing that tracker. So you could say I cheated unintentionally. But it gave you an idea so you could see the game all the way through to the end, which I think was worth the big mistake that I made. I don't know if I lost midway or if I did make it to the end, but you had a chance at least to know if this is a game that you would enjoy. I will say for me, I do enjoy it more than a regular Pandemic game. I do not want to play a game where people are getting sick, especially not after the world pandemic we just had, or are still having in a way, because it's still a real thing. Be safe. But if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram so you can find out more about Meeple Village. I read your comments, I listen to your comments, I play games because you asked me to play games, so don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this game. Let me know what other games you want to play. You always see my collection behind me. I do have some hidden somewhere, but this is my main collection, the games I play the most. So if you see something you like and you want to see a playthrough of it, let me know. I'll see you on the next one, but until then, may you play more games.